Alright, Aries. Let's reflect on last month here. We had Nine of Pentacles was your current situation. Feeling good about the hard work you did put into in February. Paying off. Things are good, looking good. March started alright, pretty good. Your subconscious past issues based situation was rest and relaxation, Four of Swords. Because you're putting in all that work. And then the crowning thoughts was the Eight of Wands, which could have got you in trouble. All this surprising news. Getting slapped around with this coronavirus news. Causing you to possibly be your disruptive younger self. Your outcome was Two of Cups. Let me know in the comments how things played out. Two Cups actually went out, came out. I mean, we're all stuck at home now, so maybe you're getting that passionate love between you and another person or your family. Your Sacred Power reading card was Source, Prayers. Sorry. Comfort and hope, prayerful thoughts, strengthen your faith in life, and divine consciousness. Horoscope. Aries. Month of April 2020. A Venus-Saturn trine on April 4th brings a steady vibe to your love life and financial affairs. Anything you start now will be focused on the long term. As a fire sign, you still get distracted by shiny things, but overall you're committed to doing what it takes to make things work. You want to break free from your current restrictions during the square between ruler Mars and eccentric Uranus on the 7th, and you're willing to do what it takes to overcome whatever obstacles are in the way. There are some areas of your life that you can get away with breaking rules more than others. Keep them separate if you know what's good for you. Chatty Mercury enters your impulsive sign on April 10th, so you're definitely inclined to say whatever is on your mind. Your bluntness will be refreshing to some and offensive to others. Your little secret is that you can actually control whatever comes out of your mouth. But sometimes you like to put things out there for the shock value. A Sun-Uranus conjunction on the 26th ends the month on an exciting note, especially since you don't know what might happen from one minute to the next. You love spontaneity, and this transit delivers as much of it as you can handle. Alright, Aries. Current situation for April of 2020. Happy birthday, Aries. King of Swords. Intellectual, analytical, articulate, just, ethical. Being a mature self. Having the authority over yourself and your impulses. Looks like you had a successful transition from February, March to April. What are the helpful or challenging energies for Aries in April of 2020? The Hermit. So you may be having a hard time with this coronavirus, especially in April as it continues on. Having to be a hermit, it feels like. And you're like, it's spring, it's my birthday, I should be out doing stuff. I'm an Aries. I need space. I don't like being smothered. In other words, being enclosed in your home, smothered. But it's going to be helpful. First of all, you're not going to be spreading coronavirus. Second of all, you're not going to be getting coronavirus. Hopefully. Introspection, searching, guidance, solitude. So these are the things you'll be accomplishing in April by being that hermit. You know, doing some research, learning out some things that are of interest to you. Get on that computer and study, meditate, learn how to be patient, and calm and collective. It's hard for Aries. Past issues, the basis situation for Aries in April of 2020. Judgment. Judgment, rebirth, inner calling, absolution. This is what your subconscious is contemplating. You may be worried about how this is going to play out, how this is going to affect everything in your life, how it's going to be afterwards, dreaming about it. You know, this is correlating with the hermit there. Immediate past, what is behind you, Aries, in April of 2020? Six of Swords. The blues, recovery, travel. A reinforcing card here with the Six of Swords is the Four of Swords. Rest, recovery, which was in your subconscious last month. In the immediate past, Six of Swords here. So maybe you went somewhere and it came up, or you were supposed to go somewhere and you're a little upset about how it played out, or you're upset that it didn't play out, or you weren't able to travel. Cancellations in your flights, postponements. Obviously that happened to the whole world here with the coronavirus. But it seems like Aries is feeling it a little more than most in March. Crowning thoughts, your thoughts regarding the situation, Aries, in April of 2020. The Knight of Pentacles. This is Taurus energy. Thinking about a Taurus? You know a Taurus? Unwavering or stubborn, cautious or unadventurous, thorough or obsessive, realistic or pessimistic, hardworking or grinding. That's what's on your mind in April. Cautious, unadventurous, that's what's really probably bothering you. Unwavering and stubborn, hardworking and grinding. When Aries has to sit and contemplate, that's it's a perfect card to explain how his thoughts or her thoughts are probably playing out as the Knight of Pentacles, going two different directions. Your horse is going that way, and you're looking the other way. Immediate future. What is about to happen, Aries, in April of 2020? Five of Wands. Some conflict coming out from not being able to do what you would expect to be able to do in April. So you're picking a fight to pass the time. Disagreement, competition, hassles. Opposing card from last month, your outcome was Two of Cups. Truce, agreement, coming together. So in April, you're going to have some confrontation because you've been cooped up so long with the people around you, or over the phone if you're home, you're single and live by yourself. Social media bothering you, angering you, having some confrontation with that. Your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation in April, Aries, of 2020. Death. Phoenix card. End of something old, beginning of something new. Ending, transition, elimination, and the inexorable forces. Because of this whole coronavirus, you're fearing a transition, an ending, an elimination, and inexorable forces coming through. Opposing cards, your subconscious, underlying past issues based situation, judgment, rebirth, fresh start. You just got done with working your butt off and you were feeling good, and now this coronavirus crap. That's probably what you're feeling there. Environmental factors, how others see you, Aries, in April 2020. The High Priestess. Others, your environmental factors are non-action, unconscious awareness, potential, mystery. Directly opposing cards was from last month in your crowding thoughts. Eight of Wands, putting plans into actions. And now you have to have non-action and do the Hermit, which is challenging for you, which is a reinforcing card, looking inward, withdrawing, seeking guidance. So if you find yourself getting confrontational, look for guidance. And somebody you may look up to, a parent figure of some kind or a leader of some kind, and communicate with them instead of getting into that confrontation. Or if you're already too late, I've already gotten in a confrontation, just get away from it. This is a perfect time because people aren't allowed to get out and do what they normally would. And just try to ignore the situation and go out to the guidance, the leaders, the hermits, the Cancers. Cancers can be good hermits. They like being home. Your hopes, what you really wish for, Aries, in April of 2020. Queen of Cups. Pisces energy. Is there a Pisces you know you want to get with or you like to hook up with but you can't because you're stuck at home? Loving, tender-hearted, intuitive, psychic, spiritual. These are the things you wish and hope for. Maybe of yourself, you wish you could be more loving, tender-hearted, intuitive, psychic, and spiritual. In April, with the Hermit and the High Priestess there all collecting. Nine of Pentacles, not knowing which way to go. Stuck in the dark place. Lost in a dark place. Affected by how the world looks. Believing a lot of the BS that's being propagandic through the news. Outcome answers your question, Aries, in April 2020. Page of Swords. It's a young air sign. So you might end up with an air sign, or someone who has two air signs in their chart, planetary chart. Use your mind, be truthful, be just, have fortitude. This is probably more self-reflecting on how you're going to come out in the end of April. A little, what do they call it? Oh, what's that word? Humble. Being humble about how you come across or come out. Having to deal with yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror, being stuck at home for a month. Additional clues and guidance about the reading for Aries in April of 2020. Ten of Cups. Seven of Cups in reverse. Page of Cups. Bunch of emotions coming up. And you know, Aries don't like to be too emotional. Ten of Pentacles. Two tens here. Ten of Cups, joy, peace, family. Seven of Cups, wishful thinking, options, dissipation, because you become wishful thinking because you're stuck at home and you're not keeping yourself active. Directly opposing card from last month in your current situation in March was Nine of Pentacles, discipline, restraint, refinement. So that goes back to the Hermit there, challenging, helpful. If you can be disciplined, restraint, and refinement this month, it'll be helpful. You'll be mission accomplished there for April. Page of Cups, young water sign. Be emotional, be intuitive, be intimate, be loving. But don't be emotional to the point where you get a short fuse and get confrontational. Here with the Five of Wands. This is a month of being a hermit with your emotions, and the High Priestess seeking higher guidance, esoteric knowledge, doing research on how your emotions can help you, but don't let them consume you or get you to flare up and cause fires in your own home. Ten of Pentacles, affluence, permanence, convention. Let's move on to the Druid Craft Tarot deck. What is the overall meaning, understanding, underlying energies for the Celtic Cross? Why is the King of Swords, the Hermit, Judgment, Six of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and Five of Wands here in the Celtic Cross for Aries in April of 2020? Ten of Cups in reverse, which is over here in your additional clues and guidance. I don't know if you can see that. It's in reverse. Reverse meaning problems at home or in a relationship. Children may be leaving home. A dream may be dying. Everything needs to die to make way for the new and for rebirth to occur. That's probably what's really going to upset you. Some of you are going to hate, you can be like, this is the worst birthday of my entire life. Some of you can be like, oh well, I'll be alright. All depends on your planetary alignments, I would assume, how you deal with the situation. Alright, underlying meaning or underlying energies, overall meaning of the Celtic Cross or Celtic staff spread here. Why is the Death, the High Priestess, Queen of Cups, and Page of Swords here in the Celtic Cross for Aries in April of 2020? King of Swords in reverse. Trying to get that little glare out. There we go. King of Swords was also your current situation. The corrupt and heartless use of power. An unscrupulous person who deliberately withholds information from you. Communicating in a harmful, scheming, or slanderous manner. Negative financial or legal advice. Dissatisfaction with authoritarianism resulting in militancy or political protests. What is the overall meaning, underlying energies of the entire reading? Why is this Ten of Cups, Seven of Cups reversed, Page of Cups, and Ten of Pentacles here in additional clues and guidance for Aries in April of 2020? Princess of Cups. An opportunity to follow your dreams, the beginning of a project. Good news, the arrival of a new soul in the world, the birth of a baby, the beginning of a loving relationship, a sensitive, loving, and imaginative young person. So that is the so stubbornness is going to be your weakness, or is going to cause many of your problems with your emotions. When your emotions come up and you're like tend to have the short fuse or the boiling over point, take a moment and take those deep breaths and step back and just be silent. Just shut your mouth and listen. Even if they're wrong, just shut your mouth and listen for a while. See what happens. And then wait for your opportunity. And if your opportunity doesn't come, then that means you just walk away, or you hang up the phone, or you stop paying attention to your social media or whatever the hell it is that's causing the problem. Alright. The Sacred Indian Tarot. What's the overall meaning of this entire reading? Overall energies, or lessons, or comment that needs to be said for Aries in April 2020. The Hierophant. I'm going to get a little closer to this one because in the highest spiritual context, the Hierophant represents a human being who has united all aspects of duality, evolving to a point of high development and growth. The merging of earth, water, fire, air, ether, lands, so the ether, right? So earth, water, fire, air, and the ether leads to the pursuit of knowledge and truth. On a more day-to-day context, the card allows for free communication, artistic expression, good judgment, self-belief, wisdom, and knowledge in day-to-day activities. If it was reversed, or it may be supposed to be reversed for you, it would mean an imbalance in the energy flow can make one inflexible, dominating, and egotistical, causing a self-righteous attitude. The card is a wake-up call to awaken the Hierophant, the spiritual teacher, or the divine light within. A Hierophant can be a teacher you seek, or can be your own inner spiritual teacher. Atma, the saga. The Atma is a philosophical term used in Hinduism to identify the soul. Atman is the individual soul in essence, but also a microscopic form of the absolute universality, that which is Brahman. The Atman can ascend beyond the current realms when freed from all restraints of the mind and body. Vedic literature suggests that there is a single essence, Brahman, that underlies all existence in animals, all living beings. A person's realization of the identity and unity of Atman and Brahman is believed to bring about liberation. This get some wisdom of the Oracle divination cards. No, before we do that, why is this King of Swords here for Aries in April of 2020 for the current situation? Ten of Chalices. Got any siblings or friends you played with when you were younger that's still in your life? Now's a good time to go visit them again. Go play some games you used to play when you were a kid. The chalice fulfilled. When the dream of the chalice is realized, the mundane reveals its magic and separation evaporates, giving way to intimacy. Everyone is allowed to be, and all are better for it. So that's why you have the King of Swords in your current situation. You are allowing to be, and all are better for it. Why is the Hermit here in the helpful or challenging energies for Aries in April of 2020? King or Dragon of Swords. Once again, King or Dragon. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, King of Swords is the Aquarius. It means it's the Aquarius card for me. It's saying there's an Aquarius possibly in your planetary signs or in your life that is being helpful or challenging. So that's where you can get your guidance from, is an Aquarius. The sword wielded. Using your rational capacities, make sure you are clear on your truths and incorporate your knowledge of cause and effect. Use this knowledge to lead others in implementing useful ideas. Why is the Judgment here in the past issues the basis of the situation for Aries in April of 2020? Three of Chalices. The chalice that binds. Through interacting with others, you are all able to triangulate your focus and recognize a prize worth fighting for, worth dying for. It is so great that it cannot be contained, only served. So that's probably why you're having a feeling from the Knight of Pentacles in your crowning thoughts. Your subconscious is telling you to let go. Six of Swords. Why is the Six of Swords here in the immediate past for Aries in April 2020? Sun in reverse. The Prince of Light. You carry a spark of the divine within you. Shed everything that hides the spark from the world. Without shame or self-consciousness, reveal that glory in your everyday life. Don't be afraid of how the truth is going to come out. Don't be afraid that if you don't put up some kind of illusionary shield or mirage or I'm here and now I'm not, if you do that, Aries, that you are tempted to do quite a bit, that's probably what's going to lead to that five of Wands confrontation. I mean, you're stuck at home now. There's no getting away and then letting things boil over and coming back. You're stuck at home, and you have to deal with shit. Knight of Pentacles. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here in the crowning thoughts for Aries in April of 2020? Two of Swords. Sword has two sides. It is said that a hard choice is not always a big one, but one where both choices are nearly equal. When rationality isn't enough, you may have to go with the heart, even if the mind isn't happy about it. So goes to telling you need to have compassion, not be so egotistical to where you're just like, oh yeah, you want to fight? Let's go. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'm going to win because I'm an Aries and I win wars. Not always, Aries. Not when you're dealing with the Cancer. Five of Wands. Why is this Five of Wands here in the immediate future for Aries in April of 2020? Seven of Swords in reverse. The Secret Sword. Things are not always what they seem. An unexpected weapon can defeat an insurmountable enemy. Conversely, don't assume an easy victory over an apparently weak foe. So don't underestimate the situation in April with confrontation. And compassion will get you through and will give you that victory. It will be that weapon. Compassion is the weapon. Killing them with kindness. Death. Why is this death here for your fears, emotional concerns regarding the situation, Aries, in April 2020? The Eight of Spheres in reverse. The Sphere entangled. You are facing a task that requires patience and finesse. You cannot rush this process or you risk ruining everything. Take things one slow and steady step at a time. Self-explanatory. Enough said. Why is this High Priestess here and how others see you, your environmental factors, Aries in April of 2020? Ace of Spheres. The sphere is, you have found a golden sphere containing within its shining walls the potential of all life, of all creation in this world. It will respond to your will and you may shape it however it pleases you. Just have to have that compassion and that emotional self-control and letting go of your the opposing passion of compassion, which is that confrontational Aries that you're used to having to win battles and fights. Why is this Queen of Cups here in your wishes, your hopes for Aries in April of 2020? This is in reverse. Justice. Justice in reverse. The guardian of order. Justice guards the laws of the universe. The outcome of her actions is based mainly on what you put into the scales. The laws are neutral. Your actions carry the flavor of the consequences. Page of Swords. Why is this Page of Swords here in the outcome for an answer to your question, Aries, in April of 2020? Ten of Books. Similar to the Hermit. And the Magician. The book compels. When all aspects of yourself are integrated, you can see the whole story from the points of view of all the characters. You can also see that there is really no end of the story, so you keep writing. The never-ending story. Wisdom of the Oracle. Divination card. Give us a guided message, Wisdom of the Oracle, for this entire reading for Aries in April of 2020. Chaos and conflict. Can you see that? Can you see that, Aries? See that? Chaos and conflict. Boom, I turned right to it. Essential meanings. Disarray. Being at cross purposes with another. The tension of opposites. The value of chaos before order. The Oracle's message. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need and disperse seeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of the things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation. Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to understand rather than to be understood. Relationship message. Stubbornness is keeping you in a state of opposition. The insistent need to be right will only serve to prolong the conflict that deep down you want to be resolved. This is an opportune moment to learn about your values, your sense of self, what's really important to you. Some things are non-negotiable. If that's true, it's not necessary to fight. Can you find a way through the stormy emotions to higher ground? Soon the air will clear, and you will be in a much better place than before, for the storm will have passed, blazing a path for new growth in its wake. Things can become electric and enlightened, always better than before if you use this time constructively. Prosperity message. Circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be reassured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time you will know this to be true. Protection message. This is an adventurous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a kind of divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful, and your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all. There is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirring up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how this situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. It's a good message for you, Aries. Very good message. Let's get to the Sacred Power reading cards. And yes, I leave out last month's card so you don't get it again. All these other cards and clues. Getting the source again from last month isn't necessarily going to really help you, is it? Because that was your lesson from last month. This is a different lesson for this month. What is the overall message, meaning, underlying energies for the entire reading? 10 of Cups, 7 of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, and the additional clues and guidance for Aries in April of 2020. Illusion. There are no dead ends in a labyrinth. It appears as if you are continuously going around in a circle. Labyrinths are temples that insist on uncovering the truth, bringing enlightenment of spirit and consciousness. From a distorted reality, one is never truly lost within it. Within the labyrinth, we find our own internal compass to lead us in the right direction, awakening and unifying our spirit within the cosmos. This illusion of time and space represents the distortion of your own reality. The labyrinth is an exercise in your soul's development. This illumination of self pushes towards individual experience so you can make informed decisions. Although it may feel like your senses are misleading you, deep down you know the outcome as you have already been here before. Illusions can fool and mislead you into believing a situation is ideal or a person is genuine in their interest or affection, when in fact it is the opposite. People can present themselves as helpful but have a secret agenda. Be careful now in your approach to others. The way forward is blurred and with smiling assassins. Don't believe everything you hear or see right now. Stay alert. Caution is required for you to see through the smoke and mirrors. Without you seeing the full picture, an error in judgment is likely to occur. The key here is to see through the illusion of glamour and helpfulness to what is going on behind the situation. False ideas and beliefs are currently influencing you. Researching your ideas or pursuits further will give you clarity and deeper insight prior to any decision making. Distractions are everywhere right now. Your soul's compass is asking you to reassess your direction to uncover your true path. Does this action or decision bring you closer to your life's purpose? Affirmation. I hear deep messages with strength and clarity from my soul. My soul knows the way forward. I trust my inner guidance. Go watch the movie The Labyrinth with David Bowie. And there you go, Aries.